Of all the days, I post a video, a response video, to someone calling me a Democrat. Of all days. It's absolutely crazy that it's come to this. It's crazy that because of freedom of speech, we lose such an amazing guy like Charlie Kirk. Now, I've said I'm not political. I don't name myself to be a Democrat or Republican. There are things that I like, things that I am passionate about, there are things that I believe in, and that's that. And basic American rights are being taken for granted. Basic American rights. The people that decide to unalive those that they don't agree with or that they fear, they're gonna ruin it for. They are. It's already happening. They're ruining it for everyone. The ones who cry because they got their feelings hurt are gonna ruin free speech. The ones who cry about pew-pews. By the way, pew-pews don't unalive people. People unalive people. Now, I'm not a Christian. I've said this before. I was born and raised in the Mormon Church. And when you're born and raised in the Mormon Church, you're lied to because it's all a lie. And once I learned about that lie, I was very angry. The Mormon Church ruined God and Jesus for me. The Mormon Church ruined Christianity. I believe in a higher power. I just don't have a name for it. But people that speak of their faith and how much it means to them, I don't have a problem with that because obviously it's helping them in their lives. So when Charlie Kirk and other people would, say God bless and all this stuff, I'd be like, God, whatever. But it was fine because they have this power in their speech that opens dialects, opens conversations, gets people talking, gets people learning. Maybe we don't need to be so divided. Let's learn about each other. And I was always very anti, abortion, whatever. I always felt like it's a woman's choice. And whenever Charlie Kirk would talk about that, I was kind of like, but I kept listening. I was like, you don't understand, dude. What if she's got PTSD? You don't understand. But I always listened. Because I respect Charlie Kirk. I respect. Sorry, I can't even talk because it feels so dark right now. But I always listen to him. And I thought to myself, as many times as he has had conversations with people about abortion, and all these people who are super emotional. I mean, they won't even let him get a word in edgewise. But the more he talked about it, and the more I listened, I was just like, if I was raped or a loved one of mine was, and I got pregnant, or they did, to have someone like Charlie Kirk give such hope in such a situation, I always felt like if there was ever anyone who could convince me that maybe this pregnancy, something beautiful could come from it, it would be him, because of just how he spoke and the passion behind it. And now it's just disgusting. That people are so triggered. And it's happened ever since ever since he became, I saw it all. I saw it on people that I knew from high school making their videos, and I was like, what in the act, I'm not into politics, like I said, but someone calling me a Democrat based on my appearance, just goes to show that you could be on the same side with someone and they're so messed up in the head that they would immediately go out of their way to, I don't know, make sure that you don't exist again. Even though they might be on the same side as you. It's just, what the fuck? What the fuck?